Mr. Pizza here on the line. Mr.
Yes,
Pizza,
sir.
what's up?
What's up? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah, I saw your amazing reaction. I was losing it. I wasn't here at that point, but I was losing it. It was really good. But yeah, it's great to be back. The channel's been doing amazing, man.
Oh, good.
There's
See,
so much I gotta talk
keep
about
quitting you keep quitting YouTube, so I don't know what era you're in right now. I think the last time I checked, you actually had quit YouTube. So I honestly, until you just mentioned it, I didn't even know that you were back.
I mean, I've been meaning to send you more stuff to react to, but yeah.
That's crazy.
We're back in full swing. We've been back for a while. Like, it's been good. So, like 2024, I ended out with a bang for 2024. So, one of the last times I came on and talked to you, I believe I mentioned how I wanted to make like an anime power scaling based video, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say I went through with that idea of making one, and I did, and it popped off in over 10,000 views.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
it was
let me see
crazy.
if I can find your channel again, because I of course had your video in my browser.
I mean, the YouTube page will show only like 9.6 thousand, but on YouTube Studio it showed well over 10,000. It was wow. It was unbelievable to see something like that happen. And then we kind of rode that wave into 2025. We are now. The channel is doing better than it's ever done before. Like, not every video is gonna pop off like that one did, by no means. But I've noticed that even if they're not popping off like that one video did, they're doing much better than I could ever imagine, because that video gave me like another 80 to 100 subscribers out of it. It's like, wow. Yeah, it's been
this
wild.
Is good. Wait, so I see here, because I'm looking at your YouTube channel now, you got a YTP PWS, which is that's when you simulate wrestling fights, right?
Oh yeah. PWS is doing great. I plan to wrap up season 2 on WWE 2K20 prior to WWE 2K25's release. That is the idea, and I have an amazing idea to end off season 2. Like, it's already like in my mind how I want to end it. The editing will take some time, but it's 100% worth it.
That's cool. It's cool that you have like these like continuing ideas, but you've also got like more spontaneous things. Like the problem with Naruto and Sasuke, is that how you say it?
Sasuke.
Oh, Sasuke. In Boruto,
yeah,
like those are like substantive topics that, like, if you're into those anime, I'm guessing those are going to be interesting discussions.
Oh yeah, it's like the channel remains a variety channel. I think
very much. I think more than it was before, honestly. Like,
yeah, variety is king. I feel like, and I even put out a little bit of a commentary video, kind of going over why like variety content was better than niche content, or more like which one was better. And I think I made some great points for that.
Interesting. Wait, what were your main points that you talked about? Maybe I can react to that in my next stream, because the stream is going to have to be shorter than I initially planned.
The main points were just kind of like distinguishing between the two of them, how each one worked, the ups and downs of each one as well. And I think that it didn't do very well, but like it's fine.
Yeah.
Because so again, like any video, like sometimes they pop off, sometimes they don't, but it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, and not every video has to pop off, so.
That's true. Because I've just been having so much fun, and we've been doing like those kind of posts, like so for context with the e-productions thing, so there's a little bit of a backstory to this, okay?
Oh, yeah, explain that to me, because I was a little confused as to what I was even watching. I was like, what is this? So yes, explain this to me.
Okay, so obviously, well, me, e-productions along with other friends have a group chat on Discord, right? And there just so happens that there is another Ethan, Don Ethan Tortellini. He is from the Wildong community, so you probably don't know who
could you say that again, because it skipped for some reason.
Oh, it skipped.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, me, ePro, we're part of a group chat, bunch of other friends. One of them just how happens to be another Ethan, known as Don Ethan Tortellini. He is from the Will Dog community, so you probably don't know him at all because you're not very familiar with Will Dog. But basically, he just told E Productions one day to just like voice over some Thomas the Train clips, so we did, and it all started from there. Now,
wait, is that like a real video I can watch?
It's not posted, but I do, however, have.
Oh, that sounds hilarious!
No, I have the video. I got the video clips. I have them stored on my computer.
Ooh, okay.
If you want, I can send them in. I can send them in React requests.
Yeah, I'd love that.
But yeah, I can send you the first two that he ever made, which struck the entire thing that we're making now.
So so all the audio clips from those skits that he made?
Yes. So basically now me and a bunch of other people now we're sending him anime clips and stuff to voice over, and he does and he just comes up with the most random hilarious stuff to say. He sends it to us, and he doesn't post it or anything, but like he gives it to us. And I decided one day, because I got super bored. Okay, I'm just like, okay, I like this anime. Wait a minute, I know what to do, because I wanted to start crossing over the dubs that he was making to like other clips he was making and other anime. I wanted to make crossovers out of that for no reason. So it happened, and it's been hilarious. And the first one I posted was Alya sometimes hides her feelings in ePro voice acting. Took the anime, took his first ever voice acting right, and we slapped it together. It's like 2 minutes, but it's like the funniest thing you'll ever see. And the thing is, I never intended to post it to YouTube originally. That was never the intent. I just made it for fun because I got super bored.
Yeah.
But then I just had to ask him, like, yo, wait, can I post this to YouTube? He's just like, go for it. So I did. Now it's almost at 1,000 views, but we don't talk about that part. and that kind of just struck it all. Now I just like make these random crossovers with his voice with anime and Smosh now, put it together. I think it's hilarious, and he's given us more material just today that I obviously have downloaded that I plan to work with. It's just it's so much fun.
That's so cool. Like, because I remember when we were talking, I think it was one of the times when you had said that you were quitting YouTube. I forget which time you said that. But you were talking about how your goal was to get like 1,000 subscribers, and then you got that and you weren't sure what to do next.
Right.
But I think the key thing to like be staying consistent in YouTube and making YouTube content is to enjoy the craft and enjoy the process of either streaming or making videos. Could be talking, it could be like writing up the script, it could be doing the editing, but some aspect of that you have to love and enjoy doing in order to be consistent, because otherwise you can maybe go for all the views, you could even get all the views, but you'll get burnt out and you'll hate what you do, or more likely you'll just get bored and distracted. It's not going to make you any money, so you just leave. It seemed like that happened to you a few times, but now you finally found like a workflow and a system to where you're doing things that you love, and you're making stuff that you're proud of and that you want to share and show to other people. Like, it seems like you're in the optimum spot of like 95% of YouTubers who, honestly, like, let's be honest, most YouTubers aren't making money. So it's really cool, and I'm very happy for you and your success.
Right. It's been great. Because, and yeah, like you've said before, like the person has quit YouTube a few times in the past, right? And I guess to understand at that point, I just found that I was getting burnt out, I feel like, from stuff at that point, and I just lost that motivation and didn't want to do it. And I thought I was getting to that stage where, well, maybe I just gotta quit. Maybe it's just not for me anymore. But then I found that's just not the case. I've been locked in now with the channel because I'm just making stuff that I really enjoy, and I think that's just what's keeping the thing going, is enjoying the work that I'm making. And
that's what's up.
I know, like, you reacted to the first part of the animation. I gotta talk about this, man. I remember, I don't know if you've been... Because we all know
did you release the rest of that?
originally reacted to the first part of that series. And yes, notice how I said series, because for that first part that you reacted to, I don't think you reacted to any of the other ones, but the story of it's progressed, and now I'm wrapping it up. Like sometime next week, like the final product should be out, the final part of this saga, and then I'm gonna compile everything together and release it as one big video, which I hope you'll be reacting to, because like
I want to react to the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it compiled very soon, because I'm on the finishing stages of the final part, and E Productions is still voice acting, which is great. Lennox O has actually done some voice acting work as well. Lennox O got to voice one of the characters.
That's cool.
So that's great, and it's going really well, and it's been a lot of fun. And you'll definitely see like an improvement somewhere. Like you'll definitely see some improvement from like everything being put together for sure.
Is it all rotoscoped? Because I think the first part of it was rotoscoped, right?
Yes, it all is, but like I'm getting more creative with that. Finding ways to like mash more things together, and it's working.
That's
so
cool.
Much fun, man.
Yeah, I was asking because rotoscoping, from how you described it, is extremely difficult and it takes a long time to do. It's arguably harder, or more time consuming than making your own fight choreography, even if it's not technically as creative.
Some people might say it is, but like
I was just wondering, like, it might take you a long time to make this stuff, right? If you're just like referencing what's already been made, copying it down,
Right. Oh, like
rather than just like letting whatever comes to your mind, get down onto the page or whatever,
Right. I mean, there's no doubt that it still takes like a good amount of time to do, but it's more time consuming than it is difficult, if that makes sense. But I mean, rotoscope, as we already know, some people love it, some people hate it. It is what it is. But like, that's how animation started out in the first place. Like the first ever animations, cartoons, all that came out was rotoscoped. That's how animation was invented. That's how it was created. And people just over the years get butthurt if you trace over something. It's just like, buddy, that's how animation started. So shut up.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, I know it's controversial, but like, if you're doing what you like, doing it, like, you shouldn't really care about what those people had to say,
right?
Unless you're trying to pander to them, which why would you?
Right. And the animation is great. It's one of my proudest productions, I gotta say, for sure. And the funny E Productions voiceover dubs, I find them comedy gold. Like, I mean, E Productions himself loses it over them as well. And it's fun to post because it's just like, why not? It's fun to make. Why not share it? It's hilarious. Let's give people a good laugh.
Yeah.
And they're all very well received. Like, people have actually laughed and they've enjoyed it and they want more, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's cool, and you should keep on making stuff like that. Just because
there's no intention to stop.
Yeah, like you found a good formula, you found a good way to make people laugh. I think it's fire. Like, the nice thing about variety is you get to try out some different things, but if you find something that you do that you really enjoy doing or a lot of people like, then you can be consistent with that but still do other stuff. Like, you've got PWS, which some people seem to love, and you could keep on doing that consistently while still making other types of content. So it's like the best of both worlds, because you're consistent but you're also doing variety.
Right, and you definitely saw some YTP stuff recently, so for just like the background of that, you probably know David Studio. Maybe
David Studio
was definitely
probably not.
He was dubbed, but he was like a much smaller YTP creator that was very much around the Mr. Pizza channel. Made some YTPs of me and everything. And it was great. He has moved on from YTPs. He has moved on to making his own animated series, opposed to doing YTP stuff now. So does like
that's so cool, dude.
YTP reactions. Yeah, so like the past reactions that you saw was just me giving him like a send off from YTPs and giving his final work the reaction that it deserved, because it was very well put together. Like, even in that YTP, he was putting his own like animations into it as well. and it was so creative. It was a lot of fun. There's only 2 parts of it because like I did one part which was like around 20 minutes, but then I just decided instead of continuing to make part after part after part, just react to it all, the rest of it all at once and post it. And then I had the title it Farewell David Studio.
Ah, that's nice.
Which was good because it's just like I didn't have to put YTP in the title, which like it doesn't get as much attention, but that doesn't really matter to me because like if I'm going to react to a YTP, which is like extremely rare these days,
right?
I would make it to where it's not YTP in the title, so that it more so like it doesn't get a ton of like traction, and it doesn't like reattract the YTP community to like flock back to the channel, right?
Oh, so yeah, that's a good point.
It still allows me to react, have fun if I want to, but also not worry about like everybody flocking back.
Yeah, that's fair because, bruh, those people are toxic, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're the worst community on all of YouTube, and we've been over this. But
after watching some of the Destiny stuff, like there are worse communities. Believe me.
Yeah, it's like it's something for sure.
Yeah,
and those like crossover dubs with ePro's voice acting and everything. It's kind of YouTube poop, but not necessarily. It's more just like meme than it is YouTube poop.
I think it's YTP still. It came off as a YTP, but it's like
for me, I feel like it comes more off. It's like well, people that know the YTPs well would know that Spadinner is a very common like trope in it, where like taking voice from like old clips, like the CDI stuff, like from Hotel Mario and stuff like that. It was very iconic. And
wait, Spadinner is a technique? I thought it was a
Spadinner was its own technique of YouTube poop. It basically like taking voiceover clips from like the CDI games of like Zelda and Hotel Mario, taking the voice clips from those cutscenes, which are terrible, but like in a funny way, and it became its own thing. So it's kind of like modern Spadinner, but it's e-productions, which I think is kind of funnier. I think it's funnier than YouTube poop personally.
Honestly, when you guys mentioned Spadinner in my Discord server, I literally thought that that was a YouTuber. So when you said like Spadinner and you used it like a genre, I was like, what is this?
It's like it's kind of YouTube poop, but like at the same time, I mean, there's some YTP element to it for sure. Like like one thing that I really like doing is like, why not? I'll take his dub overs, right? And like I'll go through them, and yes, I will do the white sentence mixing YTP technique where I kind of like splice the words together, and
that's cool.
which is very fun to do because it can create like more dialogue, and it's just it makes no sense, but that's the funny part. It's not supposed to
and that's
make
kind of
sense.
the point as well.
There's like no plot. There's not supposed to be. It's just laugh.
Yeah.
Or in your case, just stare at the camera in disbelief, like, what the heck am I watching?
I almost fell back in my chair, but yeah, like, I mean, if hey, you can't, you make a YTP, do it like that. I mean, you can get either of those reactions out of me for sure.
Yeah, and I sent like the link to this. I sent the link in the stream to eProductions himself. And I don't know if he ever said anything in the chat, but he did go back and watched your reaction to that thing. He did go back and rewatch it, and he also he thought it was hilarious when you just stared at the camera at the end in disbelief. So I think it's safe to say he loves your reaction as well.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm glad you appreciate it, because part of me wonders, like, if I'm reacting to someone like or to something and I like don't know what to say because I don't know what I'm observing, like I'm like, is that even good content? Like I'll add something on to the end where I sort of like break down my full thoughts, but it's like, what did I even see? Like should I have watched something more substantive? But I'm glad that you guys got something out of that for sure.
Right. And the funny thing is, like, there's still 2 other types of videos like that on the channel if you wanted to react to those as well.
Ooh, nice. Send those into the React requests, and I'll get to them in tomorrow's stream.
All right, yeah, I'll send you the links to the other two. And the funny thing is, like, and the best thing is, no copyright claims from it either, especially since I was using anime. Like, no copyright claims whatsoever, which was fun.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because that can be hard to do with YTPs, you know.
Right, and it's like, if you're wondering, like, the audio clips will roughly be around the same, but it's like the context of it that's different. And I think that one thing that makes it really funny in the sense is the context of the clips of when I'm using the audio. Like, I think the context of the scene that's going on goes a long way in making it even funnier.
Yeah, well, that's just part of the genre too. It takes the context and then it subverts your expectations as far as what someone would say in that scenario, which is, I guess, maybe one reason why YTPs slowly over time seem less funny to me, is because the whole joke is subverting the expectations. Like, I don't know. If someone says like, actually no, I was gonna make a joke, but it's a little edgy. But anyway, it's like you could substitute like a random word when like someone is asking a question, and it becomes the YTP joke because it's not something that you would expect to hear. But then once you like condition yourself to expect those sort of responses, to me at least, it's like, oh well, I know what's coming. You're just gonna say poopy butt again, you know? So, like,
in general, like, I'll just link you to the main one that came out because that's the one that started off the entire series. So in React request, you have a link. That was the entire start of this entire trope.
And I'll just send you this one because, like, pro voice acting.
Yep. It started it all. It's the longest one. It's like 2 minutes, but like it had me and Ethan dying of laughter, and we still joke about it even now that it's released. We just find some of the scenes to the point where it's just like, it will never not be funny to us.
That's great. Well, I do have to run.
Fair warning, there is a volume warning. There's loud bits in it, so.
Oh, well, that's fine, because I have a compressor on the desktop audio, which is supposed to mitigate that. Hopefully you saw that in the stream earlier.
And it's just like, and you keep the video like down as well, as because I'm just like, oh wait, I forgot to give him a volume here. Oh well, he's not jump scared by it, so he's okay.
Yeah.
I think.
I've already got the volume down a little bit, so.
Yeah, I can't wait to see your reaction to that other one. It has the most plot, I will say, because ePro has recently made it. Because ePro has made another set of dubs using that exact anime, other episodes of it. But in one of the things when he was dubbing over it, he referenced something to the hat video right there, and it was fun. Like, oh my god, there's plot. Guys, we got plot.
That's great, dude. It's awesome. Well, I do have to run because I've got little kids downstairs who want me to play Fortnite with them. But I appreciate you both tuning in and hopping onto the stream, because it's always nice to see a familiar face into the Discord, and chat it up with you guys here and there. So hopefully we can have you on the stream more often, especially as I game, like, if I plan on grinding X Defiant once I get more time, and it'd probably be better to do that with someone here in the Discord versus just by myself.
I look forward to your other reaction. I look forward to it. I mean, you're probably just gonna be sitting there in disbelief and like, ew, or what the heck is going on? And I'm just gonna be in the background and I'm just gonna be watching your reaction to it live and just dying of laughter.
Could be, but I mean, you did say there was plot, so I probably will be at least moderately engrossed in all of that.
So fair warning. Like I said, I may die of laughter, so if you don't hear anything from me ever again, I died.
You heard it here, folks. Mr. Pizza has predicted and announced his imminent death. But in the meantime, before that happens, and while Mr. Pizza is still alive, Mr. Pizza, why don't you tell the audience where would be the best places for them to find you?
YouTube, the one and only YouTube. Subscribe to the Mr. Pizza channel. Do it right now. I shouldn't have to say this anymore. I think everybody gets the gist now to subscribe.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Because YouTube's not the only place he'll find me. The Twitch thing that you checked out, I don't do Twitch anymore. It's nice to have the account though, because I follow a lot of streamers on it. So if I want to watch Twitch, right, I tried getting into Twitch, and it didn't go anywhere. So we don't talk about that though.
And I do not blame you. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been Mr. Pizza here. Thanks for hopping on to the stream.
Yep, thanks for having me, man. Enjoy the next clip when you react to it.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll be. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, my screen went black. I thought you left. Okay. Anyways, all right. Yeah. Peace out, man.
All right. See ya, man.
Dude, I was so confused. My screens sometimes it literally will like go black and then turn back on again. So I thought that he left, but I was like, why is the screen just black instead of like it showing my face instead? I was very confused.